Beneath the shimmering liquid light waves lies a realm where memories drift like ghostly silhouettes, caught in the delicate weave of flickering light's embrace and the silent encroachment of time's shadow. Envision for a whispered moment an ocean depth that cradles the songs of 1,000 forgotten souls. Each droplet, not mere water, but a living fragment, etched with emotion, shimmering in quiet resonance. Can you feel it? The rhythmic pulse of the tides, a heartbeat woven from light currents echoing softly through the abyss, as if breathing secrets to those willing to feel its shimmer. What if these waters retain every joy, each sorrow, every ephemeral heartbeat, once held by spirits now lost to the slow tides of time's unreeling? The ocean whispers tender and profound its surface, a trembling veil of liquid memory, a treasure of emotional resonance, flickering just beneath, yearning to be touched. Picture the fathomless wells of darkness where silent currents weave like tendrils of living water, binding forgotten tales like fragile spun glass orbs, trembling on the cusp of dissolution. Fragments pulse with raw resonant energy suspended in streams of liquid light. Each current carries echoes, laughter, love, sorrow, waiting patiently for a soul to dive into their depths, to awaken these memories once more. There is a haunting allure in the labyrinthine depths, where every inhalation invites you to witness the suspended, breathless moments, glowing faintly between waves, craving the warmth of remembrance. Yet deeper still lies a fragile truth. Each spark of memory is as fleeting and delicate as foam, kissed by the light, dangling like shimmering threads just beyond reach, wrapped in time's silken shroud and guarded by a whispered caution to remember one must first breathe fully, surrendering to the vast silent void that stretches beyond the glow. What stirs within these oceans, hidden among the ebbing waves? Is it not an echo, an ode to the pulse of human experience, a return journey to one's own light? Should we turn away, what stories will slip silently through our grasp, fading into shadows beneath layers unseen? So here you stand on the radiating edge between the familiar shores of knowing and the vast uncharted depths of resonance before you. Consider this: what dormant memories lie beneath the rolling tides, silent whispers woven to harmonize with the heartbeat of your soul, patiently waiting for the brave breath that will shatter the sacred silence. Will you dare to step forward to plunge into the living depths, where the ocean holds its luminous memories for those who listen with fearless hearts? Beneath the veiled surface, where sunlight surrenders to the embrace of liquid depths, Thalara breathes, a sanctuary spun from the shimmering currents of emotion and memory. Here light does not merely illuminate, but sparkles, trembling softly, like delicate threads of liquid starlight weaving through the living water. The air shimmers faintly with the echo of laughter, long faded, the tender sorrow of lost loves, folding into the embrace of whispered dreams never fully spoken. Currents hum with unseen stories, pulsing as ribbons of luminescent color, gliding in seamless harmony, the deep azure merging with vibrant seaweed, swaying as if to the rhythm of the ocean's quiet heartbeat. an eternal dance between vibrant life and the subtle melancholy of what slips beyond recall. Within Thalara's living vessels, sculpted by water and resonating with the pulse of ancient tides, every step brushes against palpitating walls, translucent corridors glowing softly like memory, traced in light itself. Coral formations shimmer in kaleidoscopes, their surfaces alive with reflection and response, morphing endlessly as if breathing emotions back to those who pass. Sculptures wrought from the very substance of thought and feeling ripple with ephemeral grace, their forms shifting in tandem with the delicate currents of the soul. Here silence is not emptiness, but a livent resonance, a gentle, enveloping presence that wraps around you like a liquid caress, inviting the mind to dive deep into the unsaid, where the language of light speaks truths too profound for words. Yet, nestled beneath this radiant splendor, a subtle disquiet lingers, the tapestry of existence frays at edges unseen by most, warning those who hesitate to confront the dark folds of their own resonance. The ocean itself holds these buried truths, echoing the heartbreak and joy of countless lives. Each sigh and laughter folded into invisible waves, a haunting symphony remembered by the sea. As currents caress you, their spiraled dance pulses with a complex weave of anticipation and fear, a fragile balance between being remembered and dissolving into faint light sand scattered far beyond sight. Thalara's very fabric thrums with the imprints of its denizens, their hopes flickering like gentle luminescence, dreams crystallizing into shimmering echoes, regrets trailing like soft shadows that sway in an eternal dance of light and dark. Have we the living come to forget the sacred currents beneath our feet? Have we abandoned the weighty inheritance of emotion encoded within these waters? Drifting deeper into this realm, each heartbeat strikes a note in the living symphony around you, blending seamlessly into the breathing architecture itself. Towering light trees, their branches adorned with leaves of shimmering luminescence, sway gently cataloging the past in vibrant cascades of glowing memory. Each leaf a vivid ripple of a story once whispered into the depths. Memory orbs, delicate spheres cradling distilled essences of experience, rest in hands that reach with true empathy, flaring to radiant life only when hearts resonate in harmony. These orbs, tiny galaxies of light, pulse softly like stars caught in the palm of a dreamer, whispering secrets too fragile for spoken tongue. Move further still, where emotional vortices spiral with tender gravity. Whirlpools of suspended time, delicate prisons housing lifetimes of feeling. Watching their gentle pull, you feel the faint tremble of despair weaving through their depths, a beckoning pulse that invites recognition of the weightless shadows tracing the borders of forgotten truth. Will you accept this silent summons? Could facing these scattered shards awaken forgotten fragments of your own being? The gulf of silence looms vast, a chasm where light dissolves into the velvet abyss. Yet within the sweep of liquid shadows, soft murmurs glide like satin threads, smoothing the edges of fear. This aqueous haven promises transformation, pain whispered into legacy loss, alchemized into strength. Such magic demands a courage steady and unwavering, a heart poised to plunge into memories sealed away beneath layers of shadow and light. The dance of luminescence and darkness weaves a spellbinding illusion. Even in profound silence, life's pulse perseveres. Here in Thalara, emotions are the very essence of being, entwining souls within a radiant web of resonance, each memory a thread shimmering with the glow of connection. Lying deep within this embrace, a profound understanding unfolds, transcending mere existence. You are no mere passerby, but a vital current flowing through the endless tapestry spun from countless souls before you. Witness here the sacred ballet of remembrance, where feelings coalesce and resonate, birthing shimmering beauty from the depths of despair. Breathe now slow and deep and surrender to the sensation of immersion amidst these timeless currents. Can you perceive the delicate filaments threading between you and the reservoir of memories held spacious and vast beneath the ocean's gentle pulse? Can you feel the ocean's luminous invitation, a quiet nudge guiding you toward your own submerged truths, ready to bloom in radiant resonance? Within this vast weaving of currents and echoes, Thalara waits alive and awake, a realm of light and memory, holding the sacred promise that memories once touched and truly felt may awaken anew, eternal as the shimmering tides. What if you could unearth the weighty truths concealed within the depths of your soul? What if buried deep within the converging currents of your being lay memories shimmering with light, yearning to ascend, to break free from the silent shackles of forgetfulness? Imagine standing upon the trembling precipice of discovery, where the undulating waves of living water structures pulse with the rhythm of your heartbeat. Before you spreads a vast ocean of liquid light, its glassy surface fracturing into shimmering triple spirals, reflections of your heart, dancing among shadows as fleeting as whispered emotions caught upon a gentle current. In this enchanted realm of Thalara, every wave, every undulation of water-crafted architecture softly hums with your silent hesitations and yearning, rippling tenderly against the echoes of your past. Here, memory is not lost, but cradled in the bosom of the ever-shifting sea, alive with unspoken resonance that invites you closer. Can we ever truly grasp the enormity of memories long submerged beneath the tides of time, yet forever glowing beneath the surface? The haunting allure of such questions beckons you downward into the dark blue embrace, where the agonizing beauty of knowing wrestles peaceably with the fear of what lies beneath. Each translucent layer of water holds gentle secrets like sighs, once released into time's relentless current, waiting silently, like ancient guardians woven of light and emotion, their presence urging softly, "Will you embrace me? Will you listen?" What does it mean for your very heart and identity to probe these submerged depths within the obsidian corridors of this realm? Whispers of ancient struggles cling like bioluminescent tendrils, relationships forged in emotions more potent than the refracted light that ripples through the surface, the seascape. Memories weave themselves into the fabric of existence here, swirling within the darkened chambers, moments unseen, yet clinging fast like seaweed, forgotten upon the shore, yearning to be recalled. What if amidst this ocean of forgetting, the very act of remembering could heal our most profound wounds. The essence of Thalara holds the echoes of laughter that once painted the luminescent skies, the crystalline tears that carved sorrow's paths, and the love that stirred the currents into humming dance. Do we dare reach into the abyss to draw forth these hidden histories, or shall we allow them to settle like dust on the ocean floor? Can we relinquish the fear anchoring us to our surface lives as we wade into this lush, underwater sanctuary of collective consciousness? Together, we stand at a threshold where darkness converges with light, where fading memories intertwine with truth, yet to be fully unraveled. Here lies a choice, a transformative resonance calling us to engage candidly with the shards of memory whispering just beyond perception. What some name amnesia will reclaim identity for others. Stories long silenced, now flickering with the promise of renewed life. Thus simmers the question like unresolved currents weaving through myriad silent thoughts. If water remembers what we refuse to bear witness, can we endure the weight of truth without retreat into darkness? As you float in the buoyancy of thought, consider this thread. Are you prepared to unravel the shimmering strands within to face the discrepancies that may arise? Every ripple sent from our surface choices pulses outward into this ocean of memory, where echoes of our heart's journey reside in undulating tides of light. This undulating sea beckons you not only to recall the past, but to receive it as a vital thread woven through the tapestry of your being. For deep in the oceanic embrace, the lines between forgetting and remembering blur, shifting like the tides, guiding your journey. Make no mistake, this burden of brinkmanship rests not solely within these depths, but within the sacred understanding that the ocean cradles it all in luminous silence. Thus, in this vast luminous expanse enveloped in the soft whispers of light and emotion, lie the keys to unlocking one's hidden wealth of memory. Will you dance with the living waters, allowing their glowing currents to twine gently around your spirit and weave your essence back into the shimmering fold of life's eternal light? Shrouded among ethereal creatures that shimmer and sway beneath the liquid world's embrace, a treasure trove of collective experience waits patiently eager for one who dares not only to listen, but to truly understand. With every question lingering softly on your lips, a profound transformation unfolds. A courage summoned from the deep shadows, yearning once more for radiant light. The time has come to breathe deeply, to explore these depths, and to embrace your place within this constellation of memories suspended in waves of sacred silence as the ocean itself trembles with unveiled anticipation. The tides of time have carried you here, a rare moment, gleaming like the crest of a breaking wave, revealing your story interlaced with countless others. Are you ready to reclaim these memories the waters hold? To sift through layers of emotion, light, and resonance, to discover not only the essence of who you are destined to be, but the endless potential of what you may yet become. Welcome to the journey. The ocean awaits your call, a living canvas for the story of your own brave heart. With a silent heart, steeped in trepidation, yet fueled by an insatiable yearning, you begin your descent into the beckoning depths of Thalara. The world above, once vibrant with the sun's piercing embrace, gradually dissolves from your awareness. The refracted sunlight, weaving ephemeral tapestries of shimmering light upon your skin, each flicker a dance of living currents alive with whispered emotion. Layers of water alive and breathing fold over one another like translucent veils spun from liquid light, softly swallowing the echoes of the surface realm, calling you deeper into this luminous wilderness where memories pulse beneath the waves. The waters envelop you with a tender intimacy, a lips caress, echoing the heartbeat of Thalara itself, insinuating untold stories shimmering within their depths, flickering like scattered stars woven into an abyssal canvas. As you sink farther, the landscape around you becomes a mesmerizing mosaic of light and feeling. Wisps of glowing algae trail behind you like ghostly ribbons, traced by ancient echoes, their delicate luminescence pulsing, gently singing the intertwined tales of souls fused with the endless oceanic memory. Amidst haunting coral spires sculpted by emotion and time, you feel the ocean's living pulse lock in harmony with your own. Nature's breath and heartbeat synchronizing, weaving a symphony of resonant light that courses through your veins. Silken currents of emotion swirl and coil around you, their textures both delicate and persistent, like the touch of liquid silk and the electric hum of forgotten dream. The magnetic draw of memory sparks a warm ember within your heart. Familiar, yet endlessly mysterious. What ancient secrets might these currents hold? You navigate a labyrinth shaped from hues shifting like the very essence of water, where shimmering paths flicker between shadow and light, guiding you as if the water itself is a sentinel of remembrance. Around you, reverse vortices spiral, whirling pools of dimmed light and forgotten histories, their melodic hum resonating softly, a tender song calling to the deepest parts of your soul. You lean closer to one, sensing the imprisoned emotions that ripple and shimmer within exhilaration, heartache, and profound longing, all begging to pulse once more beneath your touch. Yet the price of witnessing such depths is unspoken, lingering in the electric tension between memory and self. At the threshold of revelation, glimmers of memory bubble and froth at your fingertips. Energetic ripples ripple through your being, urging you to interlace your essence with these stories, to dissolve the fragile barrier that separates you from forgotten echoes. As your hand slips into the vortex, your heart races wildly, and you are engulfed by a torrent of sensation, laughter ringing clear and bright, tears salty as ocean brine, and kaleidoscopic colors bleeding one into another as though the horizon were melting like a sunset born within the depths. Time distorts the world, bending softly as you lose the anchoring of self submerged in a maelstrom of whispered echoes. Dream snapshots of lives thrumming once with vibrant, fleeting existence. Memories flash like living light, captured in crystalline moments, a child chasing the surf, giggling with abandon, lovers whispering between stars, their breath a tender caress under infinite skies, ephemeral whispers of love that transcend time's cruel flow. Yet beneath this radiant joy lurks a jagged edge, a rustling of tension woven delicately into the fabric of bliss. You feel it settle like a shadow, sudden and heavy, as if the memories themselves unveil their hidden textures. Sorrow, shadowing light loss, stitched invisibly into every fragment of joy. The gravity of reality wraps around you in soft, sorrowful folds, cradling the bittersweet weight of remembrance. Then the unspoken truth unfolds, that joy can never live without its twin pain. Every shard of radiant bliss conceals within it the imprints of irrevocable loss. Through a shimmering swirl of liquid light, you glimpse a twisted visage contorted by regret, an anguished phantom caught in fragile ether, a promise broken, a dream embroidered in fracturing illusions that scatter like dust over silent waters. You sense sorrow lining a smile's edges, once vibrant, now muted and estranged in eternal twilight. Here, confrontation rests heavily upon your shoulders. The sacred paradox of remembrance to embrace all facets of memory, the exquisite light, the aching hunger, the refrain of yearning caught in the throat's tight embrace. You become a vessel for these emotions, the shifting waters around you swelling with turbulence, yet promising healing. You draw in a breath weighted with the essence of remembered lives, your heartbeat stammering in echo with those buried beneath the ocean's breathing veil. Each inhalation fuels you a flood of energy, weaving your soul tighter with the stories you lift toward the shimmering surface, coaxing them into the light of day. Once more, you awaken to the revelation that to remember is not to erase, but to reclaim, to birth these lives anew within the radiant folds of light, restoring their flicker in the living sea. Still beneath this awakening stirs a deeper current. As you traverse a delicate pool, heavy with tangled emotion, a specter emerges. The unlit choir, faceless, ghostly shapes drifting silently over sorrow-swollen tides. Their lament pools oppressively upon your heart like ancient stones, sunk deep, finally revealing the loneliness of souls abandoned by memory's grace. Around you, emotions swell chaotic and raw, mirroring their mournful hymn, and a luminous revelation strikes your core. Not all memories bask in cherished light. Many linger in shadowed exile, patiently awaiting the touch of recognition. The dance of life's beauty, you learn, is sung equally in shadows and flames. Even in hollowed spaces where sorrow nests, emotion must bloom to find form to breathe. Its tender tension of remembering and forgetting holds you captive in its emotive embrace. And in this moment of profound understanding, the world begins to shift anew. The vortex encircling you tightens, spiraling with radiant threads that weave into the fibers of your own being. You sense beyond the weight of despair the courage blossoming, the sacred choice to dive fearlessly into deathless depths where love, freedom, and kinship rise once again. You gasp, heart expanding with newfound power. This journey lies in your hands. You alone carry the strength to cradle lost memories, to transmute grief into growth, to lend voice to every muted song cast into darkness. And as you press forward, a solitary thought echoes deeply, resonating within your soul's hidden chambers. In the fathomless abyss of forgetfulness dwells the sacred seed of healing, like the eye of a storm, awakening into pure shining light. In the heart of the swirling current, a wave of realization crashes over you like a pulse of resonant light, electrifying the very core of your spirit. Your breath catches suspended like a glowing droplet held in time itself, which bends and stretches around you as the energy of countless memory orbs floods your senses with shimmering hues. You are not merely a visitor in these depths. You are woven into the triple spiral tapestry of grief and joy, a whisper folded in the delicate folds of forgotten echoes, shimmering with undying light. As the living waters churn and quiver beneath your touch, visions ignite in vivid clarity. The laughter of resonant lightfish darting through crystalline waves entwines with the sorrow of unkept promises, their hues twisting between warmth and shadow. Each emotion blooms like the inverted lotus petal beauty concealing thorns of pain. A guttural, soundless lament rises within you, resonating deep down like the silent waterbird's flight, an echo cast against the shores of oblivion, vibrating through the very membrane of your soul. Powerless yet overwhelmed you, watch as the memories coalesce in an ever-shifting dance threads of pure emotion, fading gently into focus and dissolving, a living, breathing weave formed from your own essence. Each pulse draws you deeper into their embrace, revealing how intimately these currents bind to the core of your being, shifting and trembling like light, scripting read only in the rhythm of the heart. Then amid the chaos, clarity pierces through the understanding that forgetting is the ocean's tide. But to remember is to hold the triple spiral flame, a light of power and purpose. Suddenly, those distant yearning souls converge, swirling around you in a luminous whirlpool, a spiral of shimmering light that pulses fervently like resonant sea eyes watching. They beckon you with an urgent glow, imploring you not to shy away from the depths. Feel it, the electric heartbeat of stories, yearning to whisper themselves into rebirth. Your eyes close as the water transforms into a cocoon of ethereal light, every heartbeat sinking with radiant memory orbs whose warmth swathes you like living water sculpted by emotion. You breathe deeply, surrendering to the essence of lost moments, allowing them to weave into your soul's rhythm. You are one note in the grand symphony of memory, yet your melody must soar. Exhaling, you feel sorrow lift and transmute into vibrant light, an offering to the tides of connection. Then a blinding flash, a profound memory bursts forth, a love so radiant it floods your being with warmth, a primal light piercing the darkest echoes. Tears fall not of sorrow, but catharsis, each drop a liberated emotion dissolving the shadows of forgetfulness. The swirling light enfolds you a luminous sanctuary, and for the first time, you are not alone. In communion, you grasp the deepest truth. To remember fiercely is to honor those silent souls, lingering unseen, yearning to be felt. This emotional weaving unites the fractured shards of your identity, reshaping you in every shimmering moment. You stand as a bridge between memory and oblivion, a keeper of echoes, and as this truth settles in your heart, you realize that remembering is transformative. The dark waters hold pain, yet cradle the full spectrum of human experience. Each story pulsing with radiant life, awaiting the courage to emerge, floating amidst the living glow of reclaimed stories. the path forward, a beacon of living light that will never fade. As the vibrant light of the memory orbs gently dims, you find yourself suspended in a breathless moment where time folds between the fleeting and the eternal. Around you, the living water structures pulse softly, their surfaces trembling with the heartbeat of the past as currents of shimmering resonance weave through your skin like a whispered caress. The dance of memories flows in slow, radiant spirals, each thread glowing faintly. A serene embrace of histories redefined by tender emotion. In this tranquil, liquid sanctuary, you inhale deeply, feeling the echoes settle and resonate within your spirit, each one knitting together the intricate tapestry of who you are meant to become. Yet, a gentle thought unfurls a hushed, trembling whisper that threads along your consciousness what lies ahead, cradled by the soft, pulsing waves of this living ocean. Your body sways in quiet rhythm with remembered heartbeats, pondering the unborn stories, the dormant memories nestled like deep-dreamed jellyfish, luminous, and waiting for a touch of empathy to rouse them. Beyond this hidden realm in the world above, can those still breathing hear the siren call of this shimmering light? Will they dare reach downward through layers of forgotten emotions and summon the undying echoes longing to be felt once more? The crystalline glow surrounding you is no mere reflection of lives once lived. It pulses as a beacon, a triple spiral of emotion, light, and resonance, calling to those on the surface to listen, to feel, and to remember. How many voices must rise, harmonize, and resonate before the wisdom of these shimmering existences can be honored? The current embraces you like a luminous thread, delicate yet unbreakable, as your gaze drifts to the horizon. A living tapestry woven of radiant emotions trembling with the silent hymns of ancestors. Somewhere deep within a heartbeat mirrors your own, echoing the foundational rhythm of this immense world of light and living memories. Will you carry this precious knowledge back through the layers of silence, remembering to listen with your soul, weaving the luminous threads of the past into the very breath of your fleeting existence? Beneath the veils of forgetfulness, memories gleam like unyielding gems, quietly longing for the courage to be reclaimed from the shadows. So, as you rise, breaking through the fluid layers of this liquid cathedral, remember, with each breath drawn, you bear not just your own story, but the radiant echoes of every soul who has ever touched this world, woven endlessly in a tapestry of light and love. And now, as the dawn greets you with gentle hues, the question hums within your bones. What stories will you dare to tell, and how will you honor the luminous threads that connect us all in memory and in light?